Hey there, welcome in the room, guy. And how you doing? How you doing, Gotten? I see that Gotten came in the room. I don't know, Gotten. I might have this live on wrong. Hold on. Because this one going to be just a little bit weird tonight. I hope I don't have it where... Because if I'm not mistaken... Hey, Gotten. Is it showing, Gotten, that I only have... Like, you can only type if you're subscribed? Because if it did, then I hate to have to end this live, but I want everybody to have something to say. But you know what? Who gives a damn? If they don't get to say anything, that means they need to subscribe in order for me to hear and understand them. Hey everybody, welcome, 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 welcome. You already know who this is. Yours truly. It's kind of shameful. It's kind of shameful that the only reason why I'm standing up right now is because I didn't feel like sitting down, goddammit. The only reason why I didn't feel like sitting down because I knew I was going to start clicking. I'm not joking. And I really, honestly, I don't want to click on nobody. I don't want to click. I want to be okay. I want to get along with people. I want to tax y'all ass real quick. I ain't joking with you. I ain't joking when I tell y'all I want to click on these stinking funky asses real quick. Until I used to get an ass whooping about that word funky. I used to get an ass. I used to call people funky ass, and I used to call them bastards. And you know, that's just something that I did. Like when I got mad with you, I said, man, you a bastard ass. And I was like in the 5th grade. You know, it wasn't no big deal. I mean, when my daddy got a hold of me, I got a great ass whooping. I say, damn, this how you get a spanking as being the only girl. But I dealt with it. I dealt with it. I dealt with it. The reason why I dealt with it is because when you don't do the right thing, there's consequences to things that you do, even things that you say. So I feel when you say it from the beginning, you need to say it and make sure that you mean it. Because when you say things and you really don't mean it and they have to come back and hunt you, sometimes when things come back to hunt you, what y'all need to do, you little stink ass Bible throwers and catchers, you need to make sure that when you have your footprint in the goddamn sand before you leave, you got to understand that if people don't want to follow your footsteps when you're gone, then that means you need to shut the F up because maybe Charlie's speaking. Sometimes you honestly do. You need to shut the F up because Charlie's speaking. And when I think about things, I can't understand, like, what the hell going on here. I mean, like, I can remember when they brought DeCarlos Brown to the stage. What DeCarlos Brown did was he committed a heinous act of murder on the train in New York. I believe it was New York. If I'm wrong, screw me. So it was a Ukrainian lady that he did that to. The problem that I had with it was only part of the story was being told. See, like, they didn't tell everything. I mean, Trump brought his saggy, britches wearing ass. I mean, he wear the saggiest goddamn pants with the biggest jacket, and then sometimes the jacket be a little bit too small, but it's okay, though. We'll work on that. Because he ain't going to like my big ass. I'm telling y'all right now, Trump not going to like me. He ain't going to stand me, but he ain't going to have a choice but to deal with me because he know he can't remove me off this earth, goddamn it. How you going to remove somebody with a hand like that? You can't remove me and I sit amongst the 1% in the whole goddamn world. You mean the 1%? Not the 1%. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all brought DeCarlos Brown to the stage. And when y'all brought DeCarlos Brown to the stage, y'all made it look like, yes, it was a heinous ass crime. And y'all drugged that crime because it was a black man who did it to a white Ukrainian young lady who sat on the train. Didn't even know that anybody was sneaking and creeping up behind her. We understand that our heart went out to her. But the problem with it was we had so many white people got damaged. Man, bring y'all, man, I'm telling y'all, listen, maybe if I sit down, I won't get so intense. Hey, y'all, how y'all like my hair? When I told y'all I cut it all off, baby. I cut it. Matter of fact, I started back cutting again Monday. I'm like, no, the reason why I'm a cut, goddammit, because I want to show y'all that even the cut cartel can come up from the bottom. It don't matter how we look. That's why I'm doing different things like this, because I want y'all stink funky bastard asses to understand that just because we're black women, that don't mean we don't have the power. When y'all brought DeCarlos Brown to the stage, y'all brought him to the stage because he murdered a white Ukrainian woman on the train in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all made sure y'all didn't only drag that case, y'all called him all kind of thug. Trump bought his big beer belly ass up there and even made it clear. Oh, he's a hoodlum. Oh, he was arrested 14 times. Oh, he went through this. He went through that. Oh, we're going to press the charges in. And he stepped up. He stepped up because he's trying to secure deals with Ukraine. Trump is trying to secure deals with other companies, other countries. That's why he's throwing anything he can in the mix. But the problem that I'm having with it is when he brought DeCarlos Brown to the stage, he actually brought DeCarlos Brown to the stage so that he can get black people to get in an uproar. He can get black people, not just him, whatever is going on in our country right now. We know good and well we didn't tell the whole story about DeCarlos Brown. We didn't tell that DeCarlos Brown was actually begging. He was actually pleading for help. DeCarlos Brown not only was begging and pleading for help, half of his charges or some of his charges was because he kept dialing 911, asking them to help, asking them to do a mental evaluation on him, he was telling everybody that something is wrong, something is wrong, something isn't right. I'm telling you what they did to me. They trying to, Trump ain't get his flat suit wearing ass back to the stage yet. I mean, because the only one I keep wearing with the pinstripe suit on, goddammit, is Kamala. I want to know why Trump ain't getting back to the stage yet. Why is Trump not taking the mic, addressing situations at hand right now? Y'all talking about your Lord. How about God? God said, I'm going to take control of my goddamn earth. He is trying to tell us more than what we looking at. And he better not let me get there. I'm telling y'all, boy, I'm telling y'all, when I get there, Trump ain't, you ain't gonna be able to stop. Man, when I get there, you're not gonna be able to stop me. Because when the word said get their ass on the, man, when the word said get their ass on the get their ass, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop me, especially if I got the mic. Now shut the F up. Charlie speaking. Don't make Lilith rise on your ass. You notice she keep cutting her goddamn hair. They gonna say she must be going crazy. She damn sure is going crazy. She going so goddamn crazy till I dare any of them to sit on the stage with me, boy. Because when I get that goddamn socialist silver circle together on y'all ass, y'all gonna be saying, man, is this together? Is this together? Like what they got going on over in heaven? They got something going on in heaven. They got something going on in hell. But shut the F up, because Charlie's speaking right now. Why didn't Trump come back to the table yet? Why didn't Trump clarify those 14 charges for a young man who's been reaching out and who's been asking for help? Why did Trump not bring that back on the table? He didn't bring it back on the table because he's trying to, he's causing friction. See, when you're a true Republican understands what it is to be conservative. See, a true Republican understands what the word conservative means next to the word Republican. What the linking verb to Republican is, because that's a person, place, or a thing, goddamn it, take y'all stank ass back to school. I know you barely seen Charlie with books and stuff and even been in the church talking. I told y'all to shut the F up, Charlie speaking. I mean, goddamn, I know it's been a long while since y'all seen Charlie in the... how long has it been since you seen Charlie in the church house, picking up books, getting to the word, matching the word up with what's going on in our world, talking about what's in the good book, goddamn it, not just everything on the Constitution, because you got a whole bunch of backing hands over there. See, he had a whole bunch of backing hands over there when it was talking about the Constitution that they created along the way. And what's right and what's wrong. See, they had a bunch of hands over there. But when you got into the Bible part of it, you notice you ain't seen none of them congregating up in the church house. You ain't hear none of them talk about the Bibles and the books of it. You ain't hear none of them realize that, oh yeah, you don't know what the book of Ezekiel is? Man, y'all need to learn the book of Ezekiel, but don't worry about it. I'm about to finish it, because I used to live on the street called Ezekiel. You think I'm lying? You better look at that line and go back down the road I was up. If you go back down where I came from, take your ass back on down there. It'll tell you I was born and raised on Ezekiel Avenue. And if I'm not mistaken, when did Ezekiel pass away? Did Ezekiel die 175? That's still me. God damn. I mean, y'all want to look up when Abraham died? It's still me. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm telling you to shut the F up, Charlie speaking, but nobody wants to listen to me. I don't have a problem taking y'all back to the good book. Not only do I not have a problem taking y'all back to the good book, I don't got a problem with you telling anybody that I would not be using amen. And if you hear me say amen, I want you to take and go butt my ass right with your elbow and say, listen here, Queen, you told us amen was for men. Amen is for men, because I don't remember God saying salute to me and use amen. Why would you salute him? I mean, all y'all Bible throwers and your church catchers and your buildings sitting in unders. I want to know, why haven't anybody said, when did God ever want a man to be in position with him? So why do we say amen? It's A-M-E-N. We say amen. But how could you say amen if God didn't even have a gender? Hey, Trump, get your toupee to the side, wearing ass back over here, and have a seat. Every time we go to talk about church and things like that, all of them go to running and getting away and skadooting and skedaddling. Like, why do y'all always scoot and skedaddle when we start talking about church stuff? Anytime we talk about church things, then y'all don't want to talk about that. They go to running. Here, yeah, don't go Oprah with the Oprah track. Doom, I said, get your ass back here, Oprah. I know you ain't got no religion in your ass either, do you? I mean, all the people that's telling me about Charlie, I goddamn it, shut the F up, Charlie speaking. I'm trying to tell you about the Bible. I just told you that I lived on the street of Ezekiel. I mean, and you can find that in the book of Ezekiel. See, if you go to the book of Ezekiel, in the book of Ezekiel, I could tell you I lived on Ezekiel. And I'm not being funny. All you got to do, see that line? If you got one of them lines in the head, God damn it, you better tell them thank you. You better tell them thank you. You better tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. You better put your hand on there, because if you was going down, God damn it, you better ask the Lord. Say, hey, can you take me and turn me back up? You better put your hand right there. I lived on Ezekiel. I don't mind talking about the good book. I need to see some footage. Oh, y'all ain't see the footage of Charlie in the good. Isn't this why we need to shut the F up, because Charlie's speaking? We need to shut the F up because Charlie's speaking, because Charlie was full of religion, right? Or was Charlie full of spirituality? Or was Charlie full of all I do is talk? Because I said shut the F up. Look up. Charlie speaking. If you S, You sexy, tall, female. Look up. You too, Trump. Charlie's speaking. She the only white one in the room right now. You're going to shut the F up because Charlie's speaking. Shut the F up, sexy, tall female. Look up. You ain't my height, is you? I mean, Billy Graham was my height. How about you? Y'all don't remember Billy Graham? Billy Graham skated this guy. Billy Graham skated this earth. Matter of fact, if I look at things, Billy Graham was born in 1918 because my grandma was born in 1900. That's 1900. I like to put 1900 on there because some people say, oh, what's the year? God damn it, it's 00. That's when my grandma was born. That's the date that I gave her. 1900, August 5th, 1900. Billy Graham was born, and my grandma passed away when she was 91 years old. And then I have another grandmother, my mom's real biological mom. She was born on the 19th. So Billy Graham was the 19th. He's 1918. So 19, my number all day. And I was born on the 18th. That's why I'm a Capricorn. I mean, Billy Graham ain't have a problem telling y'all about the good book. I mean, wasn't he a white man with a white book? I mean, goddamn, so y'all want to listen to Billy Graham tell you about the good book, but when I go to tell you about the good book, you don't want to hear me, but I said shut the F up. I mean, everybody saluting to Charlie, y'all on your knees. Trump, get your ass up off your knees. You've been kneeling for the goddamn longest. I mean, rest him in peace. This man has been dead for like 2 or 3 weeks now, and you're still on your knees? You're a sneaky link. Something is messy about this deal you're going through. Man, you wait till I get up there, Trump, you're going to say, man, who is this woman? I mean, God damn it, you don't know who I am. I mean, you got 24, 29 felonies. I got 2 that y'all threw on me. You don't know who I am? God damn, the world know you got more felonies than me. Either way it go, you shouldn't be around no goddamn bodyguards with weapons and pistols. From what I heard, a convicted felon ought not to be having those type of weapons amongst them. Why you get to stay around them? See, Trump, I don't want to talk to Trump like that. I don't know why Oprah trying to pass me by, but let her go. Let me swat her ass on to the back. Because one thing Oprah do, she going to run when you go to talk about the Bible in white. I don't know what the hell happened. I need to go back and find out what even happened with Color Purple. Why was there so much friction? Why was there so much friction behind the movie Color Purple? My goddamn, it was a friction behind Oprah. Oprah, bring your fat, flat ass back over here. Interrupt this regularly scheduled program. It wasn't even scheduled because honestly, I wasn't even going to talk to y'all ass today. I said, I don't know who be coming today, but I might not come because I might not do this no more. I ain't doing it no more for y'all stink asses. Don't give me my likes and all. I ain't doing this for y'all stink ass no more. I'm trying to get y'all to the right side of the goddamn road. Maybe I'll go by myself. Then they'll say she being selfish. Why would I be selfish? Y'all leave me. I don't leave people. That's what I needed to learn to do. Get your stink ass back over here, Oprah. Oprah don't want me to talk about her ass. You know why? Because Oprah ain't no different than Trump. What the hell happened, Oprah, with you in the first Color Purple? God damn, you had a problem with the second Color Purple, too. This is why they don't want me up there. Because when I get up there, I'm going to talk about all y'all funky ass. Man, I can't even call them funky. I can't really talk about the people. All I know is I don't like their ass until I have a sit down with them. And when I have a sit down with them, if they could come in a different direction with the way I'm going and where I came from, then maybe I can forgive them. And then if I forgive them, then maybe they can forgive themselves. Because if I don't forgive your asses, then who you think else gonna forgive? You don't know Lila? God damn, shut the F up. You don't know Charlie either? God damn. Who you think speaking? Who do I look like tonight? Do I look like Charlie? Hey, Charlie. Charlie. Or do I look like Lily? I was moving too fast. Who you want? Who you want? Oprah, you a crook. Like, what the hell happened? Interrupt this regularly scheduled program. I want to know what the hell happened to Oprah. Why do you got a second Color Purple? You did it the same goddamn way. And why you still having problems with these color ass purples? It's not the Color Purple no more. It's purple color. The caramel. You don't know my grandma done woke up? That's a great grandma that raised me. Where you gonna go at? We already been dibbling and dabbling in cotton. When you think fern's supposed to produce? God damn, y'all don't think at no point we do to get no kind of reparation or nothing like that. I mean, Oprah, look like you gonna have to come off for some of them billions you sitting on. Look like you owe a lot of people. That's why you thought Oprah was so goddamn ugly. You thought Oprah was so goddamn ugly. The little girl Oprah, the little girl Celia, and the grown lady Celia. You thought they was so goddamn ugly. You forgot you had to pay them people right. You forgot that things come back on you. You forgot that you don't get in trouble. You forgot that if things in the damn dark come to light. You didn't see Lilith creeping. So you didn't see me creeping. You didn't see Lilith creeping. See how Lilith creeped? You know what I decided to do? Whether it was intentional or not, I went on subscriber only mode. So now I know what be going on. I say, damn, what kind of comments I be getting out there? Do they be, damn, they be waxing my ass. See, they don't even know. I ain't even looking at no comments yet. I didn't go back in none of the lives and look at comments. Now, look like I could talk to the people tonight that make a little bit more sense. Hopefully, I could get Oprah to join me. Hopefully, everybody will shut the F up because Charlie's speaking. I mean, damn, when are they going to shut the F up? I mean, when I go back to DeCarlos Brown, Trump, is there any way you listening to Charlie? Because I honestly would like for Trump to get off his knee. Trump done kneel so goddamn long. He made Kaepernick look a little younger. And I know that been some years ago. Kaepernick, thank you for setting the stands. I definitely appreciate you for that. All of it. I mean, look at it. That's been years ago. Now, Trump been kneeling to Charlie for the longest. Oh, my God. Thank you. And when you kneel, can you make sure you put your head right there? And when you put your head right there, go on and put your right hand there, because y'all don't tell the truth when you're using it. And go ahead and swear to God that you mean our country no wrong, and that you here in peace, even though your lineage is not from the United States, because I think it was what, your great-grandfather or your granddad? Which one of them that's not from our country? So I was kind of believing in you, Trump. Like I want you to kind of find a way to get back on track. So far, you're failing miserably, ass. And when you get a chance, I want you to take your right hand up off the Bible, because I'm finding that everything in the Bible that my God can attest to and I can confirm and then 15th noted, is some discrepancies in this Bible. And if anybody know me, I like to get down to the nitty and the goddamn gritty of it. I don't give a damn if I pick a fight with every single one of y'all in this book. That's where I'm at in my life. And I don't give a damn which way. God damn it, what you want to do? You gonna holler dog? You gonna holler dog? Which dog gonna get hit? You gonna holler dog? Holler dog. Holler on their ass, dog. Y'all think I'm joking? Wait till I rise on their ass. I don't give a damn who in this goddamn good book. You gonna shut the F up when Charlie's speaking. And you're not gonna be changing the good book because you think you can do it. And you're definitely not gonna have real men. And you're not going to have women and queens around here saying amen and amen, when y'all know good and well you're not standing up to the title. In order to stand up to the title, there's no reason why we're looking at every single country damn near on this earth feuding with a man. You don't like it? Hit him, dog. Hit him, goddammit. Hit him, goddammit, and watch me go in the woods on their ass. Let them come to me. I'm telling y'all, they come to me, boy, I don't get no sleep. Don't you know Lilith be creeping? Y'all think I'm joking? I'll put them goddamn sunglasses on you, boy, and I'll be like Ray Charles on your ass. I can see good, but you can't see me. See, like right now, you can't see me. It's like I got on blue blockers on y'all ass. I don't give a damn who in this good book. By the time I get done with the book, I'm going to see who lied about it. I'm going to see who put what they wanted to put in it. I'm going to throw all kind of stones at y'all ass. That's why I couldn't get acclimated in nobody church. That's why I couldn't get acclimated in nobody book. That's why nobody couldn't confine me nowhere. That's why I couldn't keep no goddamn friends. That's why they couldn't keep me. That's why I didn't never have, look like I never had no place to lay my goddamn head. Look like I was always on the run trying to find where I'm supposed to be at. And I done found where I'm supposed to be at, your goddamn Bible throwers, your lying ass amens. Hey, men, wear me. See how you looking at my eyes? See how y'all looking? You see how you see my eyes? You see how you see my goddamn eyes? I'm telling y'all, you better shut the F up. Lilith creepy. Yep. I'm telling y'all, y'all better be glad, Kevin Samuels, you better rest in peace. You gonna tell me that Trump's still on his knees? And he made a big stink. And he made a big spectacle. And he made sure that when it came to DeCarlos Brown, a black man that had been asking for help, to the effects that he even went to jail behind it for calling 911 too much. Trump got to the mic and called this young man whatever name he felt should have came out of his mouth. He didn't care whether or not us as a black community, he didn't care whether or not his black mama cared or his black sister cared that you went to calling him names, not actually telling the world what his record was really about, not actually telling the world that this man, honestly, whether y'all call it a mental illness or not, he was asking for help. Trump said nothing about that. But I found it so weird that, see, when I'm telling you, when you're dealing with my God don't close no doors, goddamn it, before he steal all. He gonna seal every goddamn crack in the pavement. Because I wonder why DeCarlos Anthony was so heavily, black man, so heavily on every man's mind of white. Shut the F up, goddammit. Of white. Didn't I say Charlie was speaking? You got something to say? Charlie speaking. Y'all didn't believe Charlie believed the Bible? Y'all didn't believe Charlie was into the Bible? I know you don't know for real because ain't none of y'all. How many of you been in the church? Why we didn't see any church throwers come out yet? Why you didn't come out the church house yet to tell us about Charlie? Because think about it, boys and girls. Charlie's speaking right now. You don't think when they shut the F up and they realize who I am, you don't think folks gonna come out the woodwork on my ass? You don't think folks gonna come out and say, yeah, I know her. Yeah, I know her from that side of the world too. Yep, I know she'll get your ass too, but you know what? I ain't never bothered. See, you ain't hear none of that from Charlie, did you? That's why I'm trying to tell you to shut the F up. Charlie speaking. I'm trying to tell you everything Charlie tried to tell you, but your ass is still not. You shut the F. Shut your effing stink ass mouth. Charlie speaking, Bible throwers. Charlie speaking, Bible throwers. Shut the F up, Charlie speaking, Bible thrower. Shut the F up, sexy, tall, female. Look up. You too, Trump. Aren't you shorter than me? Charlie speaking. And the reason why Charlie's speaking is because when DeCarlos Brown, yes, I had to run him in the ground because didn't Trump run him in the ground? Didn't y'all white people run him in the ground? Then y'all beat him to the pope? Then y'all talk about our community? Didn't black people was the worst people in the world? God damn it, remember all of that with DeCarlos Brown? But I wonder what happened shortly after DeCarlos Brown. I mean, y'all didn't seem to look like we could barely know the name of the man that killed and murdered Charlie Kirk. Because I said shut the F up. Charlie speaking. We barely know his name, Tyler. We barely know his name. But I just found it so hard to believe that Carlos was plastered all over the place. Trump made sure he talked about a record. Trump happened to omit the fact that he better keep his goddamn word. And the next time I check on DeCarlos Brown, he better be well. And I'm looking for the court date of his mental evaluation. Because remember, that's the law you passed back in July. So we want to make sure you hold your word to that. Because I'm noticing that you're not making a big deal of Tyler, the one who murdered, because that wasn't assassination. That's why I was wondering, why did y'all use the assassination word? I mean, go back to it. Shut the F up, Charlie, speaking, you scumbags. I wonder why they did that. Go back and look at my lives from back then. I said, damn, the very first day, I said, how they know this assassination? First of all. Second of all, how they found them? How they going to get footprints in the woods like that? I mean, and next of all, it just all didn't make any sense to me. But I guess one day or another, it's going to make some sort of sense. I mean, it makes a whole lot of sense because they tried to say the man was on the building, right? Because if the man at the top of the building, how did the blood come out the front? And it came from the back. I mean, that's the speculations I'm seeing in here. Y'all go back and look it up for yourself. Go back and search and look it up for yourself. Go look and see where Charlie Kirk was shot at. Go and look at where he was actually shot at. And when you look at where he was actually shot at, you're like, wait a minute, but the guy was on the roof. Go take a look at it. Shut the F up. I mean, what y'all covering up? I mean, because Trump made a kneel on this one. Trump trying to wipe this out so goddamn good until he's failing miserably. Because if he had just did what he was supposed to do, everything was going okay. But see, when you did that, you know what my God said? My God said, I ain't wake you up for nothing. I didn't wake you up for nothing. You got a purpose and a cause. And the purpose is the cause is to make sure that the people stay on the right track, continue to build those blueprints. The purpose and the cause is for me to make sure that every single one of these cases, once I get there, and they be looking down there, they going to be in trouble. Because once I get up there, they going to have to explain these answers because I'm creeping through the woods. Don't mess around and wake Lilith up. She's out creeping. But she's never that far away. I don't know what they thinking, but I'm telling y'all think I'm joking. I don't know what they going to do with me. Because I don't know what the hell to do with them. I'm saying, Lord, why am I still waiting? I mean, come on, Lord. Then I say, Lord, I'm going to have to ask you to forgive me. God, I need you to come and guard. This is God this. I need you to guard me. And then I was reconfirmed. Stop playing, girl. I said, oh, okay, I'm sure. I know. Y'all like that fro grow? Didn't I lay that fro grow down over there with that Cappy? I say, get it, Cappy. Cappy. Didn't I lay that fro down with that Cappy? Y'all better take that picture. That's a Cappy. I'm glad I said that because I am a Cappy. I am a Cappy. If y'all notice when y'all talk to me, I don't have all the answers for you, but when you get to know yourself, I mean, all realms, all aspects of yourself, and you're confident and you can confirm who you are, the Lord and God put everything there for a reason. He's trying to show us all the different stories that we can look at. He's showing us all the different stories that we can compare to. When I look at what Trump is doing right now, Trump basically has taken a kneel. He's taking a kneel to this case. He's taking a kneel because he's putting it as if for a man that's trying to act like he's so spiritual. And yes, believe he did meet Billy Graham. I said, Billy Graham. I said, I hope the Billy Graham come and meet with me. Because I want to know what I wish I would know what Billy Graham's true feelings was. That's why by the time when I leave here, things going to be a little bit differently, because y'all going to know exactly how I felt about people. So nobody will have to speculate, did she say something? Man, we got all the footage of what she said. And if she tried to deny it, I'm going to say, God damn it, if I said it, I meant it. And sometimes I said things and I might have said it and didn't meant it. But you figure that out, because I only owe myself 3 things. And now that I'm aligned, I put God to the head of my heart. Tell the truth, unless I have to veer to the right, veer to the left. And goddamn it, whoever don't like it, I want them to tell me how many times they've been in the woods and didn't take a pit stop. And to continue to be me. And I guarantee you, if I ever have a sit down, I mean, because if you shut the F up, Charlie speaking. Because if I ever had a sit down with Trump, because my thing is, why have there never been sit downs and stuff like that? I want them to start showing me the footage of the sit downs between Charlie Kirk and Trump. I want them to show me the videos and the footage of the sit downs when Charlie was in church and he took the good book. I mean, come on, the white. Come on, white Charlie. Right? White Charlie. White Charlie. This a white Bible Charlie. The white Charlie. Come right, Charlie. White. I just want to know, Charlie, where's the footage of you in the church and giving the word? I mean, because you was very good at our Constitution at 31 years old. You damn sure studied that goddamn, you studied that Constitution like it was a Bible. But the problem with it is, when you studied the, yes, this is Charlie speaking, shut the F up. Sexy tall female, look up. You too, Trump. I mean, if you got to look up at me, goddamn it, then you look up. Sexy tall female, look up. Kool-Aid. I want to know why we doing all this talking, but I don't see anything that indicates or that shows us that. I want to see the fight that Charlie had in him, because everybody said, yeah, he fought. He was a political realm. So if he was a political realm, why are y'all trying to mix political realm with Christianity? I mean, because if he's Christian or whatever it is he is, that's good for him, because I don't come with religions just like I don't come with party styles. 52 on the record, there's a party style for me because I had to register to vote. But y'all hear how I feel about nonpartisan. Unless I'm going to have to get on the ballot and scoop nonpartisan ass up to the top. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I mean, because I'm definitely going to be pushing for there to be a governess of every state. Because there's no reason why we should have one doing something. And the reason why I say that is because I see we're going to need double the trouble when we get presidents like Donald Trump. Because you're going to have to be voted in. And the only people that are honestly fighting against Donald Trump are really senators, which are ladies. I mean, we got all of these millionaire and billionaires. I'm just wondering why they're not, none of them are stepping up to the plate. They're not stepping up to the plate at all. With what's going on in our country right now, what I'm seeing is there's no reason. There's no reason on this earth for us to have. We're sitting back right now. We see where our country, honestly, is in shambles. We're at war. The reason why I'm okay with it, because it's gonna get worse before it get better. But the worse it get, the better it will be for us, because this is the change that we were actually looking for, and this is the change that we actually needed, like it or not. I'm telling you, put your seat belt on. We're about to go for a ride. The difference with this particular ride, We're not running. We're not running, we're sitting back watching. And because we're not running and we're sitting back watching, we need to pay attention to the fact that we're watching and we can actually point out nowadays the discrepancies in the stories. In 2025, we got stories that are sitting side by side. We got DeCarlos Brown literally in our face right now. The way Trump handled DeCarlos Brown and didn't even tell the whole truth. We got that in his face. And then Tyler, I forgot Tyler's last name, the one that murdered Charlie Kirk and shut the F up because Charlie's speaking. Hey, God damn it, you don't see the white book? You don't see that white? White. Charlie speaking. We got the stories side by side of each other. And with the stories being side by side of each other, that gives us the leverage in 2025 to see exactly what's going on in our world. We're not on the run trying to look at coverage. We're looking at it. We're in a more stable position than we've ever been in our whole life. We got the illegal immigrants. They're still running for their life. They're protesting over in Chicago. If y'all notice, I'm following the goddamn trail of money. I'm following the trail of money. Then I'm following the trail of mistreatment. I'm following the trail of discrimination. Everywhere Trump go, goddamn it, I'm on his heels. But don't think I'm not watching the rest of it. Once I see that other channels are constantly posting, that lets me know it's still out there. We could talk about the Carlos. But what happened to this young man? What happened to this young black man? On the same, I ain't gonna say the same train, but if I'm not mistaken, he's in New York as well. I think it's New York. White old Granny Fanny has him arrested because he wasn't sitting right in his seat. Black man in New York had to go live because he had a white old fogey, stink as you is. And I don't want to hear nothing about respecting old people because the Bible tells you to respect your mother and fathers or your days may not be long. And I need y'all to start incorporating the other side of it where it said, and your mother and father shall not provoke thy child. Because what this old white fogey did to this young man was not right. And then for the police to bring they stink Caucasian mixed asses in there and then arrest this young man for absolutely no reason. Arrested this man on the train for literally no reason. Like literally. And when I end this live, I'm going over to stream it. Because I will be responding. This young man was sitting on the train, minding his business. Old white lady could barely walk in the, she's not just on a cane, she's in a wheeler. She must have said for the young black man to sit right. And he looking like, what you mean sit right? And because he didn't sit right in his seat, she called the police on him. And when she called the police on him, the police came and literally arrested him while he's live. Did absolutely nothing wrong. And it was so surreal that the video that I'm getting ready to react to is the same video to where Charlie was stressing. Yes, I'm about to stress how black people are incarcerated more. How black people commit more crime. How black people do this. How black people do that. And I'm just not understanding this. So what I probably am going to do Instead of me starting over, maybe I'll take this same live, and whoever is here, you can watch me react. No, I'm going to have to start a different one. Look at my song. 25. I know y'all can't hear it, but it's on. Tell me, I'm telling y'all, I don't know, that song, every time I'm getting ready to get kind of emotional or something like that, that song always, always, always comes on. And I'm not kidding. And I was just about to say, I'm going to do I'm going to stay on this same live. But that song came on. That song said, get your ass off this live and go over there and do it and restart your second live, because I'm not kidding. The reason why I stressed on this live about DeCarlos Brown is because if anybody noticed, Trump is taking a knee to this situation. Why? Because it's more to the story, and we're going to get to the plot and the thick of things. But what he don't know is he got people down here watching his ass and going to be on top of his ass because he don't know me very well. Because one thing about Lilith, she be creeping. And when she creeping, that's a P-E-N. You know, like the pen? She be creeping. Okay? I'm going to put him in the chokehold so goddamn tight. He going to say, damn, would you let me go? Please let me go. He going to say, let me go. I'm going to say, listen, you notice how low I'm talking to you, boy. You don't know. When my mama and grandma done back then, man, I was probably about 5 years old. I can't remember much, but I can tell you this, boy. When they go to talking low on your ass, see, people like me, when we go to talking low on your ass and you know we turn up on you, don't let a black woman like this turn quiet on you. Because I'm tired of this changing. I'm not joking. Trump explicitly expressed DeCarlos Brown. But this young man basically was mistreated so bad on the train until I have to react to this video. I mean, I can't let that go. And then for him to even have been arrested. It wasn't funny. There's nothing cute about it. It was actually disgusting. But I don't hear Trump talking about these particular things. I feel like the president that we should be dealing with is a president that should be making sure that he light fires, but also he put fires out that should not be burning. And what Trump is doing right now, he's lighting fires, which I'm AA for it. But what I'm noticing is the fires that he's lighting or the fires that he see brewing, he's not willing to put them out because he's trying to do some sort of cutthroat something. He's trying to get some point across before he leaves. And I was down with the point that Trump was trying to do when it comes to certain things. Illegal immigrations, because listen, I don't know why them illegal Africans think I'm done with their ass, but I ain't done with y'all. Y'all better know, boy, when a black indigenous woman get quiet, that don't be good. Especially one like me. And if y'all already know how deep down in the woods I've been so goddamn deep in the woods until I only hang at the funeral home. Y'all better remember that. I be creeping in. I'm always creeping. Lots of people out there scared of the funeral home. They scared of the graveyard. I got about 13 friends out there. I don't know them. I don't need to know them. As long as they friends and I take care of them, they takes care of me. That's what people don't understand. Sometimes when y'all, listen, sometimes when y'all see that person knocking on the door asking for help, it's shameful when people lock the door in your face. They slam the door in your face. A couple people slammed the door in my face in the last 5 days. I said, damn. Why you slam the door in my damn face like that? Did I do something to you? I said, man, I got a list so goddamn great until I say, damn, I don't know what level I'm going to put them on. Long as I've been in hell, I don't want to send them to hell because they in hell So what part of hell should I shuffle their ass over to? And Trump, you need to do better than what you're doing. I'm so glad I woke up. I woke up just in time. And I'm going to take y'all back to even the story with Carmelo Anthony. I need y'all to understand that there are stories out there that we need to be rallying. We need to be getting prepared for now. The story with Carmelo Anthony, he's a figment of what happened with Trayvon Martin. He's a figment. It's the identical case. The difference in the case is our Trayvon Martin, rest in peace, baby boy, and we know where you at. And we know you came back for a reason. And I know you sitting there watching because you want to see just how we fight for you. And I promise you I'm going to fight for you, goddammit. June 1st, 2026 is the trial for Carmelo Anthony. That's Carmelo Anthony is the one in self-defense, had to defend himself on the football field at the track meet. I apologize, at the track meet at the other school. You had a big bully that I guess was going to double team him with his brother because he was sitting under a tent. But they have yet to tell me how did it start, what started it. Everybody want to jump in. He was self-defense. That's not no self-defense. Well, get yourself non-defense ass out of here. Because this ain't self-defense side for you. Then you in the wrong area because this defense. Carmelo Anthony is 17 years old, along with Trayvon Martin was also 17 years old. Difference is Trayvon Martin was brutally murdered for absolutely no reason because he had a hoodie on and Skittles. It's an identical case, but the outcomes weren't the same, and we want to make sure that the outcome don't be the same to the end. Charging him with first-degree murder, Carmelo Anthony. Then we got the next case that's sitting in our face, Anton Massey. Anton Massey was let out of Orleans Parish Jail. He had been sitting in the jail for months and months and months over a charge that the girl even went and signed paperwork to say that he didn't do that. They wouldn't even get him to court. He opened up the doors. He was amongst the 10 that was some escaped, some let out of the Orleans Parish Jail over the summer. He opened up the door to show the corruption that's going on over in New Orleans. And he struck a gold mine because I happened to be woke at the time. And then I further found out that the Angola prison is sitting on top of a plantation. So that definitely fueled my fire. The largest prison in the world hold all the most blacks in the world. Angola prison. New Orleans, the state that arrests the most blacks in the world. So Anton Massey was divinely led out for me to keep him on my map. And I need to get my schedule back together so that I can make sure I start back calling to check on him. Because that case is not going anywhere. And I'm definitely going to make sure I'm there to defend. Next case. There's a young lady. I can't remember her name. She got a funny little name. There's another young lady. She got a funny name. Her name rung a bell because she went back in and she murdered her. I think it was, I don't remember which fast food restaurant it is, Burger King or McDonald's. Look the story up. I got it over there on my board. But she was so stressed out with the way the economy is, can't make money. And this boss, black lady, black boss, black manager, was harassing and antagonizing her. Sent her home and she needed the money, playing with her money and her time. She got so frustrated till she went back to the job after being sent home, and she brutally murdered her black boss, and she's a black girl. Trump didn't talk about that. That case was literally right before the case with DeCarlos and Brown. Trump didn't talk about that. So far we got 3 cases that we haven't heard Trump's mouth. But when Charlie started speaking, now he want to shut the F up. And thank you so much, Trump, for listening. It wasn't right because when you're a Republican, you're a Republican. But when you're a Republican defined by the definition of a conservative, then that's when you get my vote. You're a Democrat because that's who you are, a Democrat. But when you cross over and become a Democrat, that's when we have problems. And I always said it from the beginning. I'll rock with you, Trump, until you veer off. And you veered off. And you had ample time to get up off your goddamn old ass wrinkly knees. Just like I would appreciate it if you find out where are all our black indigenous black women. Over 100,000 women missing and counting. Black women missing. And you haven't talked about that. So I would like for you to get off your knee. Matter of fact, stay on your goddamn knees because I'm still talking. Charlie speaking. Because we need to understand where are all our indigenous black women. Where are all our black American women? Why are they missing? And there's nothing for us. I mean, at least when the white women were missing, you guys were putting them on a milk carton. So I want to know, Trump, we got case on top of case, on top of situation. I got to sit on top of your goddamn toupee to the other side wearing ass. And I want to know, why are we not talking about any of the things that matter? Like, what are you tired into? Like, I want to understand what the hell happened with this Charlie Kirk situation while you still on your knees listening to me. But, I mean, either way it go, I definitely appreciate you because you need to understand that you've been very, you've been showing favoritism. I don't know if I want to say this along the line of prejudice. I don't know if I want to say that, or do I really want to say it's not. I don't believe Trump is trying to be prejudiced. I believe Trump is trying to get black people to wake up so he can start a war, but the war on a different side. Instead of him embracing that, black people saying, no, we don't have anything to do with this. It's like you're throwing all kind of little pebbles and seeds and breadcrumbs and stuff so you can get black to react. God damn it, no, get back. God, this. Don't get black to react. Black, don't react. Black, get your black ass back. Please don't react. Get your ass back. Left, right. Get your ass back to the left, right. Get your ass back. Get your ass back. Get your ass back. Don't react. Let me react. Get those blueprints together. If you got businesses that you've been working on, businesses that you've been doing, businesses that you've been trying to build, get back on it. Start building your verse in the Bible. Build your verse in the Bible. These Bibles, I'm not going to dishonor the Bible, just like I cannot dishonor Democrats. I could dishonor Democrats. I can't dishonor Republicans. I could dishonor non-conservative Republicans. I can't discount or dishonor nonpartisan. I got to know who they is and what they really do. I really got to get them, so because I'd rather remove them off and say the people hashtag said it. Okay? I feel like I feel like Trump is trying to get blacks to react. I don't know why, but we're not going to react. I'll react and continue to build and continue to make connections with people that I need to be connecting with. Because when I get up there, you could best believe, whether you come with me or not, whether you support me or not, I don't believe they're going to cut my toes off. Because I don't think they can't get to me. There's nothing that they could do to get to me. I mean, I don't care the record you pull up. I don't care the nappy ass head you come up with, and then I'll just revert you back to my fro. I say, well, go back and look at my fro. Maybe you like it when it was that long and thick. You don't like this one right here. Why would I not play this one right here? I'm back in the woods, but I'm in a different side of the woods. I'm in the woods to stump y'all ass to the side. But when I get in these particular woods, I'm going to run into Bonquita in them. I'm going to run into your white ass grandma who decided to get the black man arrested on the goddamn train today because I guess she thought she was Grandma Lump Dump. Yeah, we about to start a whole nother live. Because I want to understand, but on that particular live, it gonna be some hell raising. Because I want to know who is Grandma Lump Dump to tell a black man to sit, how to sit. And because he didn't sit the way she wanted him to sit, she called the police on him. And not only did she call the police on him, her stank ass, when the police came, they arrested him. They arrested this black man because Karen Quita ass didn't like the way he was sitting. And she ever been a 70, 80 something years old. I say, oh, so you're an entitled Betty. Dirty, stinking, disgusting, funky ass. And if Trump don't like it, that's his goddamn business. Because what's happening? We're tired of talking the way y'all want to listen. We don't have to talk the way you want to listen. We talk the way we talk, god damn it. Y'all don't know we speak a dual language. Matter of fact, we speak more than a dual language. God damn it, matter of fact, we own the language. We understand what they saying from New York. I understand what they saying. And if I could tell you 5 goddamn states that I understand what they saying, then I think I'm bigger than you. I know what they saying from New York. I don't got to put it together. I know what they saying from the hood. I don't got to put it together. I know what they saying from Carolina. I don't got to put it together. I know what they saying. Listen, for the first part of Ebonics, I know what they saying. For the second part of Ebonics, I know, hey, Pig Latin, I know what they saying. See, yes, y'all like, you see, y'all don't understand that we got a culture. See this right here? This a culture. You see that, Fro Daddy? That's a culture. You see Fro Mammy? That's a culture. I ain't got no teeth up there, though. You see that? I ain't got a soul up there. I don't got one teeth up there in the top of my mouth. I mean, that's, I don't know where Greta at, but Greta somewhere around here. I don't know what she around here doing. But I told that gal a long time ago, I said, girl, y'all remember they was around there having those people pick those ferns and those cottons and stuff like that. Looked like every time I looked around, the cotton was making all the money, but the cotton was the only one making the money, girl. For some reason, they never did nothing with no fern. I'm trying to tell these people they better get on the fern, because as long as I'm green, we firm. All they got to do is shut the F up. You ain't got no teeth in your mouth for them to be talking that much. They ain't talking. They ain't saying about a dime. I see a bottom row. I don't see a top row that you're holding over there. And you don't worry about it. You ain't got to worry about the top row. You got to worry about it. They hear you. Charlie speaking. Shut the F up while Lilith is creeping. Y'all ain't nothing but fake Bible throwers. And y'all see how light I was on y'all? I think I was so light on the ass tonight. Y'all know I was kind of light. Because, ooh, I got a feeling. I got a feeling I'm about to drop a reaction video and ain't nobody going to like it. And the way I feel right now, I kind of feel like I'm going to drop by... I might drop about 5 reaction videos tonight. I might have y'all sit there, watch me go and all that stuff right there. But I'm going to try to get in this chat because, listen, I see we ain't have them. Listen, see, we wasn't overwhelmed tonight. See how we wasn't overwhelmed when I locked their ass down. I don't even know I did subscriber only. I say it's going to stay just like that. Listen here. Hey, Mona Jones, if you still here. Hey, Mona. Hey, Mako came in the house. Glizzy came in. Say somebody cute. Thank you, Glizzy Wizzy. Hey, I see Jen. Hey, Jen. Jen say, hey, Christy Lynn, my name is Geek. I put on them on as a shocker. Man, I love these blue blockers. Right there. I get you. I got you. Hey, Art. Hey, Art came in the room. He said, hey, Queen. I said, hey, Art. I see Trista came in the room. What are you talking about? Nothing. Just my mammy. Christy says she's having a psychotic break, I think. Yeah, I'm very psychotic. That's what psychotic people do. Don't make me get in your dreams. Trista said, what's actually Well, that's actually what I was thinking. I'm glad you're allowed to think. See, that's the good thing about it. You're allowed to think. Stop saying amen, amen, because every time you say amen, amen, you're thinking about a man. And do you go that way or what? I'm not sure, but put the woman back in there. And then wonder which part of the rib cage you came from. Did you come from Adam's rib cage, or did you come from the other side over there where Lilith was at? I mean, because you remember God brought two of them up, not just one. I mean, come on, girl. So listen, a psychotic breakthroughs, you got to be careful what you say when you come in people's houses. When I come in y'all stink ass house, do I disrespect y'all? I mean, I'm known for trampling in people's houses, but do I disrespect you, or do I go out the door on the sidewalk where the city say they pay at? Okay, see there, get the women in the house, then they don't want to come in and be my friend. They want to come in. This is why I don't got no damn friends right now. I want to be nice to the girls. You know what, girls? I'm gonna be nice to y'all because it's not about y'all. It ain't about y'all. Brig Balls said, I think she needs her medication. No, Brig Balls, I got my medication. I mean, you got balls, Charlie got balls, Trump got balls. I mean, is your balls tight? Is your balls weak? Is your balls saggy? Is your balls limp? Is your balls a dick? Is your balls a dick head? Is your balls a dick nut? Is your balls a dick squirrel? I mean, what kind of balls you got going on? I do need meds, but do you need meds for the limp balls? And then Trista said because she has armor. Armor what? Armor joy. I mean armor what? Armor what? Me more. I mean, what are you saying, Trista? I mean, Trista, whose side you on? I'm trying to understand what Trista talking about. I mean, with a name like Tristan, like what are we talking about here? You're corny, you're lame, and you're a dumbball. Christy said, screw Trump. People are too involved in good to emotional and are killing others over stupid politics, and I think it's sad. And you know what, Christy, I definitely agree with you on that, and that's the point that I'm trying to make. But guess what, Trista? I don't know what side that you come from, but I can tell you this. As a black indigenous woman, at this stage in the game for me, it's very important for me to pay attention to multiple things. That's to make sure that I was aligned right, number one. Number two, it is time for my community and any other community that feels it's important to them individually, because it's every community on their own. I'm my community. And people in my community that decide that, no, this is what I want to do. They're going to come and we're going to start. We do this together, not going to start. Because there's people that come in and watch me every time I go live. The thing of it is, it's our time to pay attention because it's our time to make a difference with what we're going through. So if it's not the time for other communities, then good, great, and dandy. That's why other communities are the one that's in the news right now, not us. When I look back at the history of me being 50, not sure how old any of you are. And if you are older than me, great. You should be farther along and you should be helping and supporting me. And if you are my age, you damn sure should be ready to wake up by now. Because I know people my age tired. And we are so ready for change. So you got one or two ways out of this. Because I'm a Capricorn, my only ways out is to pay attention to what's going on. Because paying attention to what's going on will also further me in the beginning, but it also has to have me to watch my back. Like watching these illegal ass Africans continue to clutter in our goddamn country. They ain't coming in, but their ass won't leave. But they off the hook with certain people, but they ain't off the hook with me. So these are things that I have to pay attention to in my community, because in the moment right now, Christy, there are black, indigenous, American women missing from our country. And what's important in your community is great. And that's why y'all should stay out of our community if it's not your business, if it's not your concern, if you don't give a damn. Because when Becky and Karika them was missing on the milk cartons and stuff, we prayed them back home and we kept going. And y'all made it, and y'all kept building it. We went from the milk carton to the milk jug to the newspaper to the news station to what his name, Jimmy Walsh. Most wanted. We went through all of that. So let us have our community. And it's my job to pay attention to the back door as well. I'm further ahead than a lot of people. Like it or not. It's not just screw Trump. There are Democrats that we need to screw as well as there are Republicans that we need to screw. See, we can't just screw one and not screw the other. See, that's when you're not a conservative. You could be a conservative Democrat, or you could be a dirty down Democrat, or you could be a Republican, or you could be a non-conservative. And I'm going to come up with a name for they stink asses too. And I'm going to come up with the name, a bad name for Republicans. I'm going to call them stink asses. You know why? Because the first Republicans were black. Look it up. I didn't make it up. In the Bible, God never gave Moses the right to say amen to him. To him, her. God is a spirit. So how did it come about amen? And then it's A-M-E-N. See, things like that is what my job is, to do corrections. Because if we don't do corrections now, just like Trump coming in, making corrections with tariffs, Trump coming in, making corrections with illegal immigrants, where Trump went wrong at is whatever Trump covering up. I even overlooked the Epstein files. The only reason why I didn't overlook the Epstein files, it's a community already working on that. The reason why I ignored the Epstein files, because this community already working on that. And plus Epstein filers, you guys have been going through this hardship for the longest. Epstein have been dead over 2 or 3 years now. So you're going to wait till we're going through this to throw Epstein up? No, you don't throw it up the way you guys were throwing it up. To me, it became a distraction. People are already working on that, and I was moving forward. That's when you have to make hard decisions when you're trying to get somewhere, whether people like that or not. Yeah, so I'm stopped at Christie because Christie said, screw Trump, agree, and then disagree. Because I'm a screw Trump to show Trump that I am on his side when he's going the right way. But when he veer off, I'm going to text that ass like he a duck in the goddamn pond. And I'm not joking, because I'm not taking sides. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And what Trump is up to right now is wrong. You want to be a goddamn Nazi Hitler? You need to go to another country. But you ain't. You doing Trump doing just what he's supposed to do until and now he see he can't wake up black people. He going to pull a stunt to wake black people up where it's going to be a fire. But that time when that fire get lit, you ain't going to be able to put that type of fire out. See, he throwing little pebbles and breadcrumbs. And there are people that's falling into the trap. But for the ones that are tired of fighting, for the ones that know this has nothing to do with us, I hope they continue to stay focused. I've seen a lot of channels that is in full support of Charlie Kirk. And I have no problems with them being in full support of Charlie Kirk. That's never my issue. My issue is whether you're in full support of him or not. That doesn't mean that we have to agree with everything that Cotton Pickens said. Shut the F up, Charlie speaking. So y'all think that Charlie not speaking? I want you to see when Charlie is speaking, things are a little bit different. I mean, long as Charlie is speaking, I mean, we don't have any problems. I mean, all we have to do is listen. I mean, Trump had an issue back when. I mean, if we bring up the January 6th when they stormed, destroyed, demolished the Capitol, I wonder what Trump would have said if it was the lefties. See, what God is trying to show you, he wants his world back. That's why if you notice, everybody is at a renegade right now. Africa can't get it together. You got a strong, powerful president over there trying to fight for his grounds. You got UK and Australia, them over there, they can't get it together. You got them goddamn Russians over there. And if you notice, And if you notice, everybody that's fighting, if you notice, everybody that's fighting, they can't step in nobody else's business. They can't get in people's business the way it could be worse than what it is. And see what people not paying attention in 2025, connect the dots. We got two whole countries at war, literally throwing missiles. Then we got another country fighting because they want illegal Muslims and Africans out of their country as well. Dominican ain't tell us nothing yet, but we know Dominican and Haitians, they about to be off the chain because Dominicans cannot stand those Haitians. And when Trump bring his ass to Florida, it's a lot of them about to haul ass. And when they illegal asses haul to the ass, guess where they going back to? They going back to the Dominican. And guess what? Guess who got first dibs on that action? I got so many first dibs on that action, y'all ain't gonna believe. I told y'all I got a bunch of friends over there as well. Y'all gonna say, damn, this lady done been everywhere. I'm gonna say, I told y'all that. I told y'all that. I've been everywhere. Everywhere. Y'all think I'm joking. I've been a true bona fide loner, still one. But I'm good. Because the right person, right people, and right community is going to come. And I'm finding the right people, right persons, and right communities. You know why? Because when it comes to indigenous Black American women, that's on my table. When it comes to Anton Massey, table. When it comes to DeCarlos Brown, table. When it comes to Carmela Anthony, goddamn it, table. When it comes to standing up and saying, God this, God me, my God, that's on my table. When it comes to who said that women, who put bad mouth on Lilith? Who said Lilith didn't exist? Like when it comes to stuff like that, y'all gonna say, how's she all over the place? Because I'm not all over the place. I mean, y'all didn't say that when I was traveling over here and traveling over there. This person did it, that person. I tell y'all this story all the time. I've been all over the place. Why do y'all think I've been asleep the last 3 years? I'm telling y'all from the bottom of my heart, 333. From the bottom of my heart, I've been asleep. Like I don't like these people that's on social media. I don't know them. So what better position for me to be in right now? I'm in a position where I honestly don't know nobody. Y'all heard what I told y'all. I said, Jasmine Crockett, get out of there. Y'all notice she ain't talking about that Texas stuff, like all that redirected off the table. Now she making more sense. She's legally black. What's up with that? She can't be legally black. Y'all had a legally blonde. Now, I told y'all I couldn't relate to her. I couldn't. I said, she better get her ass from over there. Now she back to standing alone. That's who I want to see. Let them redirect you. It's a couple more. I don't know anybody. So when I talk about their ass, I'm talking about them from an honest. I'm literally talking about them from an honest, sincere space. I know nothing. I never heard of you before. This one, Jaguar Wright. I don't know Jaguar Wright, but looks like this is a capious in the streets of everywhere. I don't know who Jaguar Wright is. So I can't even judge. And guess what I tell people? Don't want to hear it. Nope, don't want to hear it. Leave me out of it. Don't want to hear it because my day to meeting probably going to come. I'm probably going to meet a whole lot of people. And I'm going to be like, damn, okay. I dreamed about you before. Like, okay, what's going on? Trump, he don't have a choice but to be on the table. DeSantis, he don't have a choice but to be on the table. The young man over in Georgia. The reason why I opened up my eyes to Jasmine Crockett is because she was speaking to this Cash Patel. I think not Cash, I don't know his damn name, the one from the FBI. She was talking to him. And that struck my attention because He's one of the heads of the FBI. And with the case in Georgia, with the young man, I got all of them on my list. Once I put your ass on my list, you don't get to just exit the list without permission. You got to go through the chain of command for you to exit my list. And the young man in Georgia who was found murdered in his gym, and him being murdered in his gym, tucked down on the mat, standing up straight, and they slid him in there and dropped his shoe on top of him. The two young men that are being accused of his murder in Georgia are two white Caucasian boys, and their daddy is one of the heads of the feds, FBI in Georgia. And they found all kind of discrepancies in the story. Trump ain't mentioned none of this. See, these cases, this case with this young man hit a while ago, not that long ago. I think it might have either been the beginning of this year or last year. Late last year. Trump ain't talk about that. Even though all the findings point to, no. This case not right. The FBI dropped the case here recently for absolutely no reason. Never even did any investigation on the two young men, the federal agents' sons, who are allegedly the ones that did it. I didn't hear Toupee to the side when as Trump even mentioned anything about Bill Cosby. See, this is where I'm saying that it has to be something wrong, because either we don't have enough people and we really need to do some redirecting. We really need to understand, why is it that you guys aren't listening to certain voices? I feel when cases get to national levels, either the president or the vice president should step in. The governors should step in. Unless we got some crooked staff members on the clock. And you notice with everything going on, I mean, look how bad the fight was between Democrats and really Trump when it came to California and the illegal immigrants. Even though, yes, we still have ICE over there. And I want all our illegal Africans to know and understand that you're not going anywhere, and you're not even on a hiatus with me. You're actually right there with me. And you notice now I literally just came out. I literally just came out of hiding, and now I've connected the dots, and now it's nowhere else to go but here. That's it. Y'all better tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. See, all I got to do is keep going. Ain't no cracks right there. You better touch them. All you got to do is put your hand on them. All I got to do is keep going. I got a line right there. I can keep going. And if you take a look at it, right there in the middle center, that's an M. That's an M. See that M right there? See that M for money? You better touch it. You got a straight line where you can go the right way. I'm already gone. You don't like that line? You got a problem with that line? Get on this one. That's a T. That's the married name. But I'm happily separated and will be filing for a divorce. But you see that line? That's the first marriage. That's the M for money. That's the first line. If there ain't enough, won't you follow that one? See if that's a long line for you to get out the woods. Better tell them thank you. You can touch them. Tell them thank you. You better tell them thank you. Tell them thank you. I already got it. I sit amongst the 1% of the black women in the world that own this. And I did live on a street called Ezekiel. And if you go to the Bible in the First Testament, the book of the first one, the book of the, or is that the Old Testament? I think it's the Old Testament. Something like one of them. The book of Ezekiel is there. And I lived on Ezekiel. The Old Testament, I think it's in. And I honestly lived on Ezekiel. And I am a Capricorn, just like Jesus is a Capricorn. I'm not being funny. And it's 25 in the chat right now. That T, that husband is December 25th. My son, he's 25, and his birthday is on the 25th. And he a lefty. And I'm not kidding. Christian said, nobody knows Tristan. We sure don't. If you believe in God, don't take his name in vain. So I want to tell you this. So how do you take the Lord? How do you take God's name in vain if you saying amen? So that's not taking his name in vain? So for me to say damn, that's taking his name in vain. But y'all the one put damn in the Bible. So why could you put it in the Bible, but I can't say it? So when I'm reading it, it's okay to say. But when I say it, it ain't okay to say it. When I say damn, it ain't okay to say it. When I say shut the F up, I said shut the F up. But what's the F? It's female. It's sexy, tall, female. At the end of the day, how do you take God's name in vain if you're saying amen to him? That ain't in vain? I just said to him. Like, who said he's a him? Who said she's a shim? Who said he's a she? Who said she's a he? So when you say talk about name in vain, let's talk about that. When you talk about name in vain, so you're telling me that the world should be, you telling me that Trump should be kneeling right now? Child, let me get off of this. I'm talking about her, bro. Okay. Christy said, if somebody is reading the Bible for the first time, do you know where to even start? Thank you. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. They don't even, that's what I'm saying. When we look at, that's why I say, shut the F up, Charlie's speaking. And Charlie is speaking. And people need to understand exactly how many books listen, you want to know a lot of things about the Bible. You don't just want to know that you're able to pick this Bible up. I never was a Bible reader. Why? Because I just felt different on the inside. Because I know growing up in the church, and I didn't even really grow up in the church. I was allowed to go to church when I felt like it. But my grandma stayed on her knees in prayer. It wasn't even about the church because she only went on Sundays. But she stayed on her knees. And so that told me that my grandma wasn't into a Bible because she never showed me it. But there was a Bible at my house, big ones. And I'm going to go back to the grandma house and get it. But here's the thing. She stayed in prayer. She didn't stay in a building. She didn't stay in man. She stayed in prayer. The Bible can't give you that type of prayer. When I'm praying and I stay in prayer, because for me, it's not about me having to be in the church, so I can't even go and listen to R&B music. I can't listen to rap. I do what I want to do. Long as I keep my soul commitment and contracts, and as long as I love my neighbor until my neighbor cross my ass. And that don't mean I don't love you, neighbor. That mean you did something and you made me have to correct your ass one way or the other, neighbor. And people don't want to admit things like that. They want you to be subjected. They want you to be subjected to one thing. They want you to be held accountable over here. Like, oh, if you're in the Baptist, you need to be in Baptist. You can't. You got me. What do you mean? Because if I want to go to your church today and then go to Catholic tomorrow, I'm going to go where I want to go. Why would I only want to hear what you have to say? That's almost like people that don't never leave home. It's not even about the Bible, but if you're going to be in the Bible, you need to know how many books of the Bible it is. I mean, when you look at the book of the Bible, in the Old Testament, how many books in the Old Testament? How many books in the New Testament? What books are in the Old Testament? What's in the New? And on each one of those books, what is each one of those books for? And right there, you just learn. And that's what I'm trying to say, that when I think about Charlie Kirk and shut the F up because Charlie's speaking, we're not talking about church right now. Everything that Charlie is saying right now, it's about a constitution. But now that people are you listening or are you still talking? Because if they shut the F up and they listen to Charlie talk, it's not about it's not just about a constitution. It is about the church. But show me your footprints, Michelle Obama. Show me your footprints as to why you're so branded. I mean, at least Oprah can show us that she sat her fat ass on the couch. I mean, she threw me for a loop. But I can see where she been at. I mean, I see Michelle, okay, they say she was an attorney, they say she was this, but you wasn't branded like that. But once you got in front of us, what did you really do? Health, exercise, with who? Like you did the same thing Oprah did. What Michelle did was she brought her flat ass in here. She's a Capricorn too. She brought her ass in here. She showed black women nothing. She didn't help black women come from anywhere. She didn't help black women go anywhere. She did just what Oprah did. She came in and she took a side and she stayed over there. She came in and she took a side to the right and left all our ass to the left. But she forgot that song, say to the left, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. And I'm wrapped around a whole bunch of left because my son left-handed. He on the 25th. Jesus on the 25th. Jesus a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I mean, I've been all over the place. I know I'm sitting on this earth. I know when they see my ass, they ain't going to be able to handle me. Because if they think Jasmine bad, they're going to say, God damn. Please don't put those two in the same room. Honey, do you think you can handle them? Nope. Not two black women. I'm going to say, girl, what you mean, two black women? You don't see all us at this goddamn table to talk to you? I mean, all you got to do is come here and act right, be right, talk right, act like you got some goddamn common sense. Then you don't have to see what the Cut Cartel really was up to when y'all was somewhere around here pissing us off and we couldn't get our goddamn frustration and stuff up. And right now, we're not even frustrated. Y'all giving us enough goddamn time for us to honestly react. So me acting like this right now, by the time I get to y'all, I'm going to be so far away from this. I'm going to say, what we talking about? I mean, you did so many goddamn things. Is there any way we can pull the tape up? Is there any way we can talk about this on tape? I mean, because I'm not, y'all think I'm joking? Y'all better touch this damn line. I'm not joking. And y'all, I'm giving y'all the hand with the line and the money. I'm giving you the hand. And y'all look, you see right there? That's that fern. Look there. Look there. See that fern right there? You don't see that white skull? You see that right there? You better tell all them people right there, thank you. See that fern growing? See that lion? See that lion got y'all back. I ain't joking. Y'all better look at that 22 in the chat. That's a special number 2. My daughter was born on the 22nd. I'm not being funny. Anything else y'all want me to tell y'all? I'm trying to tell y'all who I am. People think I'm joking. I know they think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Boof! Wait till this wildfire come on y'all ass. It's coming. Y'all gonna say, whoa. I told that chick she needed medicine. She was crazy back then. Goddamn, boy, they in trouble now, goddamn it. And you know what? Tristan, nobody knows you, but okay, Tristan. Christy, hey, Christy. Christy say, I ain't going for it. Come on, Christy. Christy like, man. Juan, hey, Juan. Thank you, Juan. Juan say, you so beautiful. Thank you, Juan. We got a lot of work to do. Pretty Black, hey, Pretty Black. Hey, G2K. G2K say, what up, what up, what up, what up? You better know what's up. How you doing, G2K? How's everything going? I'm glad you came in, G2K. I promise you I was about to wrap it up because I'm about to go and do this reaction video. How's everything going, G2K? And while we got G2K, Michael say hello, beautiful. Hey, Michael. How you doing, Michael? Who do we have here? Steven. Steven say, can I be a moderator? Why? So you can scratch up. Why is G2K not a moderator? Oh, yeah, he is. Why do you want to be a moderator? Sharon say, we had to be able to get some money coming in from those countries that have stolen from us. Exactly. Exactly. And not only that, see, here's the thing. I'm telling you, I don't have a problem when Trump is on the right track. Because everybody going to make a mistake. Here's the thing. Trump need to be the true, if he's a true Republican, you can leave it on too. A true Republican, yeah. A true Republican know what it takes to be conservative. A true Republican knows what it takes to be conservative. The problem that I'm having is Trump not being a true conservative. He's just honestly being a Republican. And this particular behavior from him, what he's doing right now, this behavior is what made so many black people stop going down the Republican road, because they start taking over with certain types of greed. And it wasn't about the people anymore. It wasn't about conservative. So what Trump is up to now is, to me, is yet to be honestly revealed. Because I'm looking at him. He had it going right. Black people were understanding. White people were understanding. There's a Democrats, the only one wasn't picking up the pace because they wanted to win. They didn't want to take a seat. They didn't want to say, okay, he got illegal immigration on the table. Whether we like it or not, it is the goddamn law. We going with this. See, they didn't want to do it. Everything was a tug. Everything was a war. And that was a problem to me. I'm like, why are y'all tugging and warring? Like, they honestly don't get along. Like, y'all think I'm joking. I'm baffled at that. I'm baffled that they don't even get along. They don't even know each other. To know that these presidents don't know any of the governors. They gonna be mad at me when I get up there. They gonna be so damn mad because I don't understand, why don't y'all know each other? If they had any kind of knowledge of each other, if they had any understanding, they would be able to band together so that things like this in these states don't happen when they fester for so long. But that just lets you know our organization has been totally unorganized. And you want me to say, amen, who I'm saluting? I mean, and then if we get quite quaint with it, I mean, it's been all white men up there as presidents. And then Obama bring his black flat ass there. And he definitely messes that up. Then I'm looking at Michelle thinking that she gonna help the next generations and the next nothing. And y'all want me to say amen for what? Amen to who? Trump just took a knee. Trump has been kneeling. Everybody has literally, listen. The only reason why some of the white people snapped out of it, the Lord put it right there in your face, is because it was Jimmy Kimmel. All the other people, where they were coming forward, saying that they were being fired for comments that they made about Charlie Kirk. Nobody was blasted and nobody was advertised. The minute, and I said it on one of my lives, I say they're going to mess around and the right person going to get fired and then everybody going to rise up. Not even 2 or 3 days later, Jimmy Kimmel came. Black people still ain't react yet. And we're not going to react. But what's going to happen? If they bring the wrong person to the table. See, they wanted a reaction out of us also with DeCarlos Brown. The reason why they're getting a reaction from me, not that type of reaction, but the reaction that I got from DeCarlos Brown, as long as I know his name, he would not leave off my list. Anton Massey, Carmelo Anthony, they are not leaving off my list. Trump he's taking a knee. He don't address anything but Charlie Kirk and something dealing with the Russians. DeCarlos Brown is the one that murdered the Ukrainian young lady, rest in peace, on the train in New York. Just like the other case that we're about to talk about, that young lady, the old fogey of a bag, sitting on the bus with this black young man. He's minding his business. She tells him to sit right in his seat. And thank God he started recording. She calls the police. The police get there. I guess wherever they stopped at, the police come. They just arrest him. I mean, they didn't give it. There's not even a reason for him to have been arrested. And you feel like things like this that we shouldn't be speaking up for? And even as a president, especially with what's going on, it should be an appointed person to give the daily news. There should be appointed parties from the White House to give the weekly news. If there's something significant that happens in a state, it should come from our White House. It should come, and it should, to me, it should become like a mandatory news. Even if you subscribe to this mandatory news, that means we're knowing what's going on around in our country. See, they talk, but I'm a person of talk and then solution. I mean, the same way they got networks shutting people down, Jimmy Kimmel, and they own different networks in different states. I heard P. Diddy saying that's something that they wanted to do, never did it. Like, how do you have so much money? No, you didn't have the people to do it. You know why? Because y'all didn't connect with the real people. But I got it. And I'm not going to stop. Even if I have to just, and it's going to be bigger than this. While I'm on this level, I'm still telling anybody that will listen, there go trouble. I'm telling anybody that will listen. There's issues that are going on in our communities. Everybody at this point should be minding their business in their communities. And then if you can step in and bring a word to another community, we're supposed to be joining together for stuff like that. Like, not nobody getting upset because I want to put something together, which there are a lot of channels out here right now. A couple of them that I've seen that have been mentioning, and they got channels dedicated to indigenous, missing Black American women. That's because that's a community. Just like there's a community for the Epstein, just like there's a community with G2K. Okay, G2K, if he's still here, and I'm sure he is, G2K over in his community for child molestation, raping little boys, little kids, girls. G2K have a phenomenal channel with that. Me building this network, G2K is going to be on that network. Because those are news that we should talk about. The news with the Black women missing, those are important. And even if I could bring them on the network, the Epstein. But here's my problem with it. When you see other things going on, you should be able to join other people's network and continue to rally and protest on your behalf. Now you got the transgender community, where you already know they hate y'all. Trump hates y'all. Charlie Kirk hated him because he said the Bible said so. I mean, everybody going off what the Bible said, but show me in the Bible where God said, say amen. Matter of fact, show me in the Bible where Jesus said that. It's only in maybe a book or maybe two where Jesus used the term amen. But Jesus didn't use amen. Why would he say amen? And then why would God say amen? I mean, was God saying amen because it was a woman? And did he say God this when it was, did he say amen when talking to a man? Or did he say God this when he was talking to a woman? See, you got two ways to God this. You can God this with a G-O-D-D-I-S, God this. Or you got God this, D-E-S-S. but it still got God in it, or it got my God in it. So I want to know, all you little Bible throwers and church catchers, I want to know, when did you hear God, or when did you see or hear Jesus say amen while we're saying what we should and should not say? So why are we picking up things that we didn't get, but we got it from a man? Like it's things like that where if we're going to make a change, 2025 is the year to start it. And that's why I got my books. That's why I'm woke now. I told y'all I've been asleep. I've been asleep. And I've been asleep to the tunes of, I told y'all that my son is 25 years old. And guess what? At 12:01 a.m., it will be his birthday. 9:25. And again, I lived on a street called Ezekiel. I'm not mixing it up. I'm not making this up. So guess what? I have to make sure I insert my chapter in that same good book after we dissect the book. We're going to dissect that book. We're going through that book, and we're going to talk about that book. Why? Because there need to be some corrections. Because we got BC before Christ, we got AD after death, and 2025, we got God, me. That's the next book. That's the next book. God, me. God, BC. We need to incorporate God back in there. I mean, man told us so much to do, and this right here. I mean, we got the Greeks over there. I can't wait to get with these Greeks, because I want to know, why did these Greeks, I believe it was the Greeks in the Bible that told a story about women. And then Lilith and all of this stuff. And that's why men got this big segregation in their head that they were beyond and they were bigger than women. But I don't understand how. I mean, Adam gave a rib to Eve. So what you saying, man made man and woman? So, I mean, Adam didn't have no superpowers. But we want to say what somebody said. But I have yet to see, y'all see all these clips. If y'all notice, see, let me explain. If y'all go back and look at the videos of Billy Graham, the videos of Billy Graham, they show where he went around the world. Billy Graham also was into politics, but he got a footprint. See, unlike Michelle Obama, no footprints. Unlike Oprah, they got millions and they got billions, but they don't got footprints with the people. See, Billy Graham, he had footprints with the people. The thing, me, I got footprints with the people and about to have more footprints with the people. When I look at Charlie Kirk had footprints with the kids in college. And then he got swatted all the way up to the top with no kind of experience. And what happened was, I told y'all, I gave Charlie Kirk's wife, Erica Kirk, don't come in these goddamn woods, Erica. If you come in these woods, then you're gonna have to go against the cut cartel, because me and you already got a bone to pick, because your name got you only missing a D out of your name, and we right there up under each other. God D. We right there up under each other. If you come in these woods, the streets aren't the same. The reason why I'm telling Erica Kirk not to come in the woods, because the streets aren't the same. If you go and look on social media right now, it'll show you where a lot of the little white kids, I don't know what the hell, the little Charlie impersonators, and I shut the F up, Charlie speaking. I don't know why they out there trying to look like me, but they was, because them ones out there trying to look like me, they ran Charlie people right on out the goddamn streets. They went over there to, which one of the black colleges? I cannot remember the black colleges. Google it. It got so bad. They, listen, looked like the whole school swamped their ass. I said, go ahead, Charlie. Sit down, Charlie. Y'all doing right. And they put the phone on their ass. I said, go ahead, Charlie. Charlie was over there speaking. I mean, they invited themselves on the school ground. I don't know what made them go on a all black school ground and think y'all gonna come over there and go to acting like Charlie. You can't act like Charlie in certain next to the woods if you don't know how to be in the woods. That's why you got exited from the goddamn woods. Y'all not the same. Charlie, don't pull those stunts. Social media, listen, don't pull this. Erica, don't take the deal. I noticed it looks like Jasmine Crockett, she didn't take the deal. She didn't take the deal. She going one-on-one by herself. She didn't take the deal. I hope not. She got back into senator mode. At the end of the day, and I'm thinking about her for different reasons. So at the end of the day, if Erica Kirk come in those woods, she gonna get slam dunked. Stop sitting. Don't see the reason why Charlie Kirk was able to get away with it, because Black America was asleep. Because I'm gonna tell you, even if Charlie Kirk was more outright and more people knew about him then, they would have had to pick another. You would have had another pick a. You would have had to pick another tomato out the patch. But now that everything done hit the fan, now that everything is out in the open, now that we understand where we at, now we understand that you can tell certain people to shut the hell up and shut the F up and don't say anything, and sexy tall female, look up, you too Trump, whatever you want to do. When you mess around and you shut the wrong person down, that's when it's going to be problems. But because we are at ease right now, this fight isn't about us, 866. DHS, the number 2, ICE. I'm going to be back on y'all. I had to take a break from that regularly scheduled program because I wanted y'all to get nice and comfortable and comfy. I'm coming. We don't want you to come in the woods, Erica, the same way y'all sent those Latini boppers over there. I think they went to a HSBU. I don't know which school they went to, but they went to one of them HSBU schools. And hunty, if you would have seen those beasts wake up, I said, damn, is Charlie speaking? I said, boy, they better shut the F up. It was a bunch of Charlies over there speaking. I say, my God, to be. See, this is what you ain't gonna do. See what you when you was shutting down folks, because man, y'all got a piece of the pie. When y'all made sure y'all had one bonquita up there at a time, and it was the only one in the stands. Because the bonquitas that I know still to shut the whole mic down and listen, delete the batteries. But now, do you really think that Erica can make it in these streets? Do you really think that y'all are strong enough to build another Charlie Kirk in these day and ages? You got to come again, buddy. That's when, you know what, when you flip that earth on the other side just like this, and you put people in the head like you say, yeah, don't that look like the earth? Just like that. Can't do it. They can't do it. He's not going to be able to get away with that. You ain't ready, said people are losing their freaking mind right before our eyes. Thank you. Thank you. G2K said, if you ask for a wrench, you don't get a wrench. Hey, I don't even know why I repeated that. Lucid said, amen means so be it. But guess what? If you want to use the term amen, then you use it. But we use amen when we're talking to God as well, and we do use it for Jesus. But who said that though? Like who classified us to use the term amen in front of Jesus and God? But y'all say neither one of them want to be put before other. So why would you say amen? Like why is it not my God? Because who is God? Joe said the kids have not been lucky with parenting. Exactly. But you know what, Joe? The kids haven't been lucky with parenting, but guess what? With everything that's going on right now, I don't know what state you're in, but be blessed in your state. But I can almost tell you this. I feel by the time a lot of this is over, damn near every state gonna get hit with something to make everybody come up. Everybody gonna have to show every state are gonna have to show their face. Why? Because when they do and they get on my list, they don't get off. Because I'm going to be around these states like a creepy crawler. Yeah, that's what the Socialist Civil Circle is supposed to do. See, don't look at the old NAACP. Don't look at the old Al Sharpton. Don't look at the old Jesse Jackson. Don't look at the old Benjamin Crump. Don't look at the old Trayvon Martin. Don't look at all those people. No, look at 2025 going forward. That's where the change has to come from. And because there's going to be so much on the ground, Joe, what I would tell you to do, Joe, honestly, and I'm not being funny, and this is what I had to practice doing. I had to practice being grounded back in the house again. That's the same way it started when we was going down the road with COVID. That might have been our first warning. Because when you start getting back into your house, you start getting back into family orientation. You start getting back into dinners. You start getting back into making your kids be mindful and get your ass in the tub and it's time to go to bed type of stuff. And when they do stuff to you, they know that they still within their boundaries, like my brownie cakes. My brownie cakes know when she's within her boundaries. But when we get out there in public, or when I say stop, or when I get one, we got to get back to stuff like that. See, the problem with it is we can talk and complain about the kids, complain about this, but you got to make the change a person at a time. You can't make the change by just talking about it. You got to be the one to make a change, then the next person will follow. And then the main way to make a change is you got to be in your house making a change. You got to be in your house making a change, and then you got to be in your house making a change. And the change, honestly, it got to come from within. Because the things that I used to do, I don't plan on doing those anymore because it makes no sense to me these days. And that's where we have to start. If you're in that generation, that 45 and up, that's that generation that honestly, man, we not with it anymore. It's like, no, I don't want to be bothered. Like, no, I'm looking for more. I'm tired, I'm wore out, I'm burnt out, but I could see the end of the road. So, and you may think I'm being funny, and I'm not. With all of these corporations that are closing down, it was a couple more that's going into bankruptcy. You guys would not believe it. You can look at that as a downfall. Save your damn money. Start back budgeting if you can. A lot of us don't even have it right now. And if you do have it, don't go out buying houses. The housing market is about to plummet. Look at the videos, and I don't mean YouTube videos. I mean, go back and look at the real estate videos. There are a lot of houses where they are now, you see trouble. There's a lot of houses to where now the owners are trying to rent the houses. And they not even sure. Some owners was talking, they said that they not even sure how long that's going to last. Why? They already bought the houses at an exceptionally high price. But they forgot what goes up has to come back down. When you price people out of the market so bad, what do you expect for them to do? And y'all think I'm joking? Let it fall. It's an advantage. What, they gonna turn off all our goddamn lights? What they gonna do to all of us? Let it fall. There are so many corporations that's plummeting. Let it plummet. Why? There's so many mom and pop businesses that it's time for those businesses to talk. It's time for them to start growing. Remember that fern? See that fern? Remember that fern? See that fern right there? See all that fern? See that line behind them? Let that fern go. Let that fern go. It's time to start making money. It's time to start seeing the green. It's time. We done seen white ass cotton for so damn long. Listen, there's nothing wrong with cotton, and we're going to continue to make that cotton, but we need to see something else that has not blossomed the way it should have blossomed. Let it crumble. Y'all wanted to see the world come to an end. You're living in it in 2025. Let it come to an end. See, people mistake coming to an end and they're going to flood and they're going to fire and going, that ain't, no, 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 no. We're not coming to an end like that. That's not how we coming to the end. We're coming to the end of old times. We're coming to the end of old things. We're coming to the end of changing. Look at what's going on ahead of you right now. Look at what's in front of us right now. If you're in the right communities, you should be working on your community. You should be building your blueprint. You should be getting everything together. You should be tying up loose ends. I'm going to come up with something where if you're trying to start over, because some people don't know how to, some people honestly don't know where to start at. They don't know where to connect dots at. They don't know, like, honestly, if I need to start over, what should I be doing? You got people honestly out there that's lost. But there's nothing wrong with that, because who was really teaching? Who was really teaching that? And that's where you got to understand that if you're not aligned, there's nobody else you're going to align with. Because you got to know what you want. You got to know what you're standing for. You got to know who you are. And you got to know why you're here and what's the purpose and what you need to start doing. You got some people now that say, you know what? Well, my purpose right now is to make sure I raise my grandkids. Then you got some people right now say, you know what? At my age, my job is to make sure that I get my kids through school. You got to know what time is it for you. If you know what time is it for you, then you'll be able to put yourself in a certain perspective. And whether people believe it or not, that's what someone asked in the chat yesterday. They was asking in the chat. I couldn't remember the question because it was over 2,000 messages there or something, 1,250, something like that. And I just happened to look up, and because sometimes I can't even see the messages on here. I can't see who all in the chat or anything. Half of the time I say I'm talking to myself, but I'd be okay looking at me. So anywho, the young man or young woman asked, do I believe Jesus believe in zodiacs? Of course I know Jesus believe in zodiacs. Why would you think Jesus wouldn't believe in zodiacs? I mean, we got a whole solar system up there. Y'all don't know how that solar system really operate. So if Jesus didn't believe in the solar system, then you telling me Jesus didn't believe in God? I mean, because who is the creator of this creation? I mean, you seen the man made it to the sun yet? I mean, you got two suns you're going to go to now. You got the son of the sun, the S-O-N sun, then you got the S-U-N sun. So who all you think can make their way to the sun? I mean, who created the sun? Who created the moon? So who created planet? Matter of fact, who created Earth? You don't think Jesus knew about Earth, so how could he not believe in zodiac signs? That's the case. You shouldn't be believing in Pluto and Mars. Who is the creator of a zodiac sign? I mean, and you really look up your zodiac sign, honestly, your zodiac sign will speak volumes to you. You got to understand what your sign is. I'm a Capricorn, and I understand my sign down to a science. And if you don't pay attention to your sign, you'll be lost. That's why right now, those that are not paying attention, they're not paying attention because you know why? They're still in the good book. Guess who else in the good book? Charlie. Remember, Charlie was preaching about the good book, right? He was preaching about the good book, and Charlie was preaching about politics. You got so many people that don't even want to hear what he got to say about the good book, so they still talking, and Charlie's speaking. And Lord knows, I'm trying to get you through the good book. But if you notice, I stepped out the good book. The reason why I stepped out the good book, because I never was in the good book. I've never been in the good book. But I always know the good book I can revert back to as a direction or the definition, or I need to know what this chapter is about. I can go back to there as an encyclopedia. But where I had to realize that I needed to be right now, not in the good book, and definitely not in the good church. I needed to be somewhere else, which is for me to understand my zodiac sign. Why? Because there are so many things going on with our planets, and when our planets are moving, there is a tendency to shift people too. And people are not paying attention. Go back and understand your zodiac sign. Each zodiac sign symbolizes something. And if you look up a Capricorn, look up what a Capricorn symbolizes, and also look up when Jesus' birthday is. And I'm a Capricorn. It's Scorpio season. It's Scorpio, Aries, Leo. Those signs right there are like, it's like a different, a Gemini too. If you go and look, Uncle Joe say I'm a Gemini. Go and look up a Gemini. Hashtag Collie Church. Thank you. We'll shut the F up. Charlie speaking. That's right, Charlie Kirk. Now you know Uncle Joe. I mean, you don't want me to play my little video about the most devilish sign. I don't want to have to play that video, Uncle Joe. But I can tell you this. This is the time for a Gemini too. You should look up your sign. And people think it's a joke, but it's not a joke. If you can't find what you're looking for in the Bible, you got to go to bits and pieces of the Bible. And then you got to jump out the Bible. And when you jump out the Bible, matter of fact, what you should be doing now is jumping around. You need to jump around because you're trying to find out who you are. You're not going to just find out in one book. Just like I had to end up going to TikTok. I remember, I wasn't a YouTube person. I'm an activist, but not YouTube and social media, because I looked at it as just like a mess. And then I had to realize, no, I got to get off the ground. I got off the ground just in time, because now there's too much of a war on the ground. There's a war on the ground so bad. You're a Libra. And one thing about those Libras are, this matter of fact, Camilla says she's a Libra. Well, it's Libra season right now. My son, his birthday is tomorrow, and he's a Libra. And my son have 2 holes sitting right there to the top of his ears. And the Libra, so you need to get into your zodiac sign. And if you're one of those Libras, honestly, and I'm not being funny, if you're one of those Libras and you sitting back and you being so mellow and you really not taking things serious and you just making your way and getting by, I'm telling you, as a Libra, you got to pick up the pace. You got to go and really get into your signs, even as a Gemini. So I'm looking up a Gemini. So one thing I'm saying about a Gemini, I don't know, but Geminis right now also is another sign. Like, you got to go and look into your sign and understand what it is that you're surrounded by money, because it's supposed to be some changes coming up for Geminis. Like, I could tell you about Geminis, but I will have to talk to you and I will have to talk to you and understand what side of a Gemini you come from. Because it is certain sides too, whether people believe it or not, because you got a side where you may be between another sign. Joe said, what were you going to say about Geminis? That's what well, what, about their lying tongues? That's why I say I would have to talk to you to understand that, because Geminis are so damn feisty until you get 18 faces from them. Geminis can be very two-faced. They get all your business, boy, and before you can get up, all of it gone right over there to the members of the church. I did you business to the back of the church. So I'm just saying, as them Geminis, like it or not, I mean, look up a Capricorn and see what they say about us Capricorns. They do. They talk about Capricorns. But I don't got no friends. I don't play with nobody. That's it. Uncle Joe said from Houston to Cleveland, Ohio, then Baltimore. And you know what? Been there. From Houston to... So you know what? And that's what I'm trying to tell you, Uncle Joe. Just being around and understanding. So you've been from Houston, meeting different sets of people. Talking to people on the ground. The people. I'm not talking about the people up there. People. That's what I'm trying to say. Uncle Joe is saying that he's been everywhere. That means he's met all different realms of people. That's why what people aren't understanding right now with the world that's going on, if you've been places, you know you're ready to settle in, you know you're tired. This is the time to start getting blueprints together. Start honing into your zodiac sign, especially when you can't trust the good book, or you can go to the good book and you might have questions. You might have to go somewhere else to get the answer from it. I even found that because I always stayed away from the book. Because it was just, like, I don't feel like digging through that dungeon. I didn't feel like digging through the woods. I just didn't feel like it. And plus, people, the way they kind of handle talking about the book, I just didn't appreciate that either, because I noticed they don't like to break the book down. And I feel like people need to understand a breakdown of the books. That's why you need to get classes to where you know, okay, it's 39, it's 27, it's the Old, it's the New Testament. You need to understand what this book is, what's Ezekiel, what's Psalms, where's Psalms at, is that in the Old? And I feel like we need to go back to the basics of that. And then when you go back to the basics of that and you understand what each one of the books is, then you can start saying, okay, well, where is this person? And when you get to this person right here in the book, okay, because you go to the book and you can see Moses in the book. Okay, but where was Moses from, though? So where Moses was from, the rest of the information for you to find out about Moses, you got to go to where Moses was from. Where was Moses from? What was Moses Muslim? What was Moses Christian? And those are the questions and the answers that I notice a lot of the times going to churches and stuff like that. They don't like to give answers like that. And that was like a problem to me. So I definitely agree with you on that. I definitely agree. Just going so many places, it allows you to get to know people. And saying that, Uncle Joe, going so many places, it allows you to get to know people. If you're ever a person that write or a person that like to talk, get you something to talk in. If you like to write, get you a book. If you don't do any of that, you like to record, start recording. Listen, whatever it is you do, I'm telling you, start setting your own chapter. And another reason why I'm going to tell you why you should start writing out your information and getting you a book and understand different things. Put the zodiac signs in there. Put a little, see, talk about whatever tier it is. Here recently, I went to Charleston, South Carolina, because it's some family information that I'm looking for and I'm trying to find out, because my real grandmother is Indian and I needed to get some information. And I'm looking around and I'm saying, wait a minute. So I only have one house as big as my families are. There's only one place I could go to get a book that got information about my family. And right there, it's like a light bulb went off for me. Most people don't have any kind of footprint or staple left behind. So we end up following books like the Bible. But here's the thing about that. Whatever you decide to read and understand, love and learn, dislike, like, and don't in the Bible, that's for you. Where I know for me that there was a change that needed to be made. We can talk about AD, BC before Christ. We could talk about AD after death. But what about the next version of God me? Because at this point, we're ready for God to guard us. We're ready. I want God to guard me. That's the next one for me. You know, I mean, we already been through everything else. So what's next? We can't just hold on. And that's what people do. They hold on to the same old things. And then we let other people tell our story. And on that note, Uncle said, we're restoring a 1914 Victorian-style house in Cleveland Heights. Just like that. And you know what you should do? If you don't like to do any writing, you should start taking pictures or you should start recording. Even because, listen, form a footprint. Whatever's more convenient for you, form a footprint from that way. That's what we're looking at right now. It gives our communities a chance to stop. We got a chance to stop, honestly, and take a reset. Because what's going on out there, honestly, it's not about us. It's about us because we still need to pay attention. And we need to come up with the resolution on the other side to start building what we were missing in our own community. And that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure with my books, when I get up there, there's going to have to be changes up there. And we need to understand as a community, we can talk about it all we want, but now it's time for solutions. Because if we don't get to the solutions, we are never going to be able to pick that fern. Because guess what? That fern is nice green, and it's time for us to let that money come on in. You better know it. Thank you so much, Camille. Thank you so much, Uncle Bug. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you so much, Gotten. Thank you so much, Juan. Thank you so much, G2K. Thank you, everybody in their rightful places. Definitely appreciate you. And guess what, y'all? Do me a favor. Shut the F up. Sick of y'all, man.